What's a three-letter word that starts with gas? Car. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails. Today we're going to talk about the best 3v3 defensive teams in all the land. We also have a video coming out at the exact same time for the best offensive teams, and it'll be great, guys. We'll all have a good time then, of course. This video is, the 3v3 teams are linked in the video description, or if you wait to the end of this video, you can just click on the link to it. It'll also be linked at the end there. So have fun with all of that. Huge shout out to my patrons. As usual, you guys are amazing, and I could not do this without you. Thank you so much for your support. It has really tremendously impacted me to the positive. I could not do this without you. Thank you so much for your support, folks. And if you want to support this channel for free, folks, all you gotta do is hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, comment. Let's mount the algorithm, folks. Every time I say folks, you guys can either take a shot or mount the algorithm. It's your choice. I hope you don't die. Let's get going. All right, folks. Where's the button? There is the button. Good for mounting. Alright, so Jabba is back because Afra is no longer on Hutt slaying duty in threes. You can put him back on defense, and you can give him a bunch of defense on one of his datacrons, and the level 3 that lets you that gives you that heals you every time you take health percent damage, makes you immune to Night Sisters one-shotting you. So you can do that with Jabba. I think he just goes on defense now, folks. He's pretty good. And this season is just honestly going to be a lot of how much pain are you willing to tolerate and on offense, because you can really put a ridiculous, just totally insane defense down if you want. And if your opponent can't beat it, obviously they're not gonna clear, but maybe you won't clear either, depending on how insane you want to be. So I'm gonna give you some options. I think Jabba should just be on defense regardless, and make your opponent really question what they're doing. They might wanna keep selling death sticks, or they might just want to go home and rethink their lives. Hopefully the first, possibly the second. So Lord Vader with his clones. Now with the relic changes with star values that they just recently made, you can honestly, if you have Lord Vader, you can get this team up and running now. Even if you don't have these two all the way farmed, you can still get them relicked and get some good mods on them, get a good datacron, etc. And we still have another couple months for those datacrons to still work. So pretty nice change. And then with Darth Sidious gone, his reign of terror is at an end, and we can start putting teams down like Tuskens or Grand Moff Tarkin and his buddies that he's probably never met and probably doesn't want to meet, but he can do it, guys. That is an option, and so you can and probably should do it. Let's see. So Ahsoka, a couple options with Ahsoka. First off, if you want to put Ezra with the Kenobi team that I'm going to show you guys in a little bit, then you can put Watt here with Ahsoka. And the reason you would want to put Watt here is it beats the two the two teams that beat it in that do off meta counters for it. So like the Bo-Katan squad and the Great Mother squad both have a really low win rate against a team with Ahsoka and Sabine and Watt. Like everything else beats it. Say the Eternal Emperor, Bane, all that stuff beats that team. But the like easy off meta stuff that normally wins against Ahsoka, that like Watt just shuts those ones down. Of course, if you add Ezra here, then it also makes it tough for your opponent to win, just because Ezra is the ultimate lifter of all light side teams, basically. All right, so we've got Rey with Barriss, with the Barriss Kron, of course, lots of defense. This team could be a tough nut to crack. If you want to get daring, if you want to just be kind of a total a-hole to your opponent, but only get like one hold, like put Barriss, like take Barriss's mods off so that she dies to like a simple AoE or something, and then she buffs Rey and Ben a whole lot with her offense and all the stuff because of the Datacron, and it just makes them unbearable for one round at least. So you can do that with Barriss. It's fine. It's fine. Supreme Leader Kylo. I mean, I just think that you just put this team on defense every time. I like First Order Stormtrooper here because he calls an assist if he's hit, and because he's got the pre-taunt, and he can taunt himself as well. Like the pre-taunt because Kylo's there, to be clear. Then, I mean, this team is the one that there's only 2 counters to it, really. Well, you could do the mirror, I guess. So that's like the 3 things you could do in 3v3. So do you want to do it? I mean, I think this is going to be a staple on defense, guys. I expect to face this team, or at least some variation of it, 9 out of 9 matches this season. And I think you should count on that as well. Okay, so if you want to do this, folks, if you want to be just the most insane person ever, so Kenobi is the natural counter to Kylo. You can use Kenobi with 5s. Go watch the offensive teams video. I talk about it a little bit there. Then you can use Kenobi to beat this in one shot at get good points, banners, etc. Or if you want to just be the most obnoxious jerk face in the world, you can place both of these teams. And the Kenobi team with Kat and Ezra with the Hodacron is just really tough to beat. This is what I was saying about you can make the most insane defense ever. You're just risking it, right? Because then the only team that could possibly beat Kylo for you is the Bane with Malak team, which does have a decent win rate, but a lot of times you're going to want to get as close to perfection in terms of winning that you're going to drop a lot of banners on that team. So I don't know what's it worth to you, folks. Like putting both of these on is extremely tough, especially when you combine it with also adding Rey and Ahsoka and Lord Vader and Jabba. Like, your opponent's not going to know what to do. But on the other hand, you really might not know what to do either. So your choice. Your mileage may vary. Baylan is just, I mean, I think I'm going to keep him for offense this season. So do as I say, not as I do. Just because I want to explore more options with him. I do think he's just solid on defense. There's not like a ton of things that casually beat him. And the things that people want to use to casually beat him, like Bane, sometimes they're going to need to use Bane on something they would prefer not to have to use Bane on, like any of these other teams that I've already described. So, yeah, I'll put it on defense. Your opponent might use Jedi Master Luke to counter it, but I mean, it's pulling a Galactic Legend. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so it could be either offense or defense for this Inquisition team. It's gonna hit very hard with Ninth Sister on offense. On defense, you're kind of taking a risk, but your opponent might maybe use like a standard like Malgus team to be able to beat this, and instead Grand Inquisitor can just like one shot you potentially if the RNG goes the wrong way. So this team could be good on defense or on offense. I mean, it's going to be a really strong team. Once again, you're going to have to choose how miserable you want to be. All right, so we're in this awkward place where Jedi Master Mace actually, this is the best version of him on defense, and the problem is, yes, some things just easily die to him. Like, they just crumble and fall, and other things like Malgus have a super high win rate. No matter what version of Jedi Master Mace you take, he crumbles to Malgus. Like, he fails against Sith, which is very thematic, I must say, true to the lore. But Malgus is like the top counter to him, and then all the other ones kind of go downhill a little bit, and then especially your opponent's going to want to use Malgus on a million different units anyways. So same with this Keller and Beck team. Malgus beats the hell out of it. It just destroys this team. but there's only one Malgus available, and then after Malgus, all the win rates go down by like 10%. And yes, they're still in like the 80s or something, but these two teams combined, like, what are you going to kill with it on offense is my question. We don't know. Probably nothing. But this could honestly create a pretty big snag in your opponent's defensive or offensive plan. So I would recommend just placing both of these. And honestly, if you could find a team to bait Malgus out and then put both of these in the back zone, this could honestly cause some serious issues. Okay, here's a blast from the past, folks. The Rey Scavenger Cron is not going to be nearly as strong in 3s as it is in 5s because her power is so boosted in 5s by how many relic levels total on your team. However, she's still going to hit pretty hard, and Watt actually protects her decently because he puts taunt on Jedi Training Rey right away. And so this is a team that people used to place on defense, and just like people, there wasn't like a great answer for it for a long time. Because you had to get through Rey, and Jedi Training Rey is very challenging to get through because she used to be harder to get through, but because of all of her different defensive things that she could do. And then Rey Scavenger, she used to hit so hard. And now you can do it. We can do it again, guys. We can relive the dream. I'm really looking forward to this, actually. This should be an interesting team. Okay, so we got Tuskens. And they're good again. Now the vile Sidious has been slain, so we can put these guys on defense again. The Maul team, I mean, so a lot of these teams that I'm going to suggest after this are, so we're going to put like this crazy amount of teams on defense, right? And there's actually one more that's like really good on defense, but then we're probably going to end up just needing a few filler teams that might make your opponent overextend or overpay. So one of them could be Maul with either the Gar, or I think the better one is the Imperial Super Commando Kron. And this team can beat a lot of teams on offense, though you drop a lot of banners, or you could put it on defense, and your opponent is going to probably try to overkill it, and it just adds to the equation. My guess is that this pirate team is total crap, even if you've been like me and foolishly chased the Relic 9 stuff to be able to do the events, but my guess is that they're total crap. We'll see. Like, we could just throw them on defense and see. Let's just find out, shall we? I don't think Bad Batch are good in 3s. Like, they weren't good with their Omicron, or with their Datacrons, and now the Datacron is gone. And what we're left with is just something that's not very good in 3s. You just need the whole team, and like, they're a pretty cool team in 5s. In 3s, they just lack some essential things. If I had to run a 3v3 team with Bad Batch on defense, I think I'd go with Omega Crosshair Wrecker. But your mileage may vary. Like, a lot of teams just totally destroy this. Like, this is one of those that you throw in because you need a team down that could maybe do something. But okay, so this is the other team that is just ridiculously strong. Seer with Malicos and Starkiller. You just have to be pretty confident in your offense to do this. Like, this is the hardest of hard modes. Like, if you've already gone with all those other teams in up top there, like, these guys are gonna be really nice for offense. But if you really want to make your opponent's life absolute hell, you could add these guys on defense, and it's just such an obnoxious team. It's so good on defense, guys, especially if you throw like a ton of defense on the team or something from the last set's Datacron set, just a ton of defense, or if you somehow get a ton of offense for them. Yeah, they're going to be a very strong team on defense. So, yeah, it's hard mode defense, as I said. Oh, Saw can go on defense again, because Scion of Django is gone as well. So, whereas the Saw team is no longer the overpowered ridiculousness that it was previously, it still is still really good, especially if you have your Omicrons on some of them. It's a good team. It still is a good team. You could swap out Kyle for Captain Rex if you really wanted to. Okay, so the Queen Amidala team is interesting. I mean, this again, you can put it on defense because it's no longer being trivially destroyed by the Sawcron. But also, you're gonna need something to kill stuff with, and she using her with the Krennic Kron is typically gonna destroy pretty much every Rey team right now. And so it seems to me that that's what you should be doing, probably, is using it for offense, but she is available for defense and fairly obnoxious at that. So that is an option, whatever you want to do. Again, like, however much pain you want to inflict on yourself and your opponents is up to you. Like, this season has an unparalleled ability to just stack your defense. It is completely ridiculous, but then a lot of those same teams are needed for offense. So and then finally, the Qui-Gon team, classic. It steals some banners sometimes, depending on what your opponent has left. I mean, this is a pretty good team if your opponent has already used a ton of teams to get through all of your nonsense defense, right? Like, that's what I always tell people is the Qui-Gon team isn't good on its own. It's good if you also have a if you also have just a heinous defense. It's good because your opponent is probably failing some and they're just running out of teams, and then Qui-Gon is here and it's like, yeah, I can beat Qui-Gon, but dear Lord, it's gonna cost a lot of banners, and that's what it's gonna be this time as well. It's no different. Or your opponent will just randomly have the right team anyways, and you'll both just chuckle along your merry ways. Him getting a max banner score against that team, and you getting a ton of holds with all your other actually good teams on defense, and not having spent a valuable team that could have been needed on offense. So anyways, that's it for today, folks. A lot of good options on defense this time. Really, once again, just trying to find the right teams for your comfort level. Anyways, I'm gonna let you go now. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zareth prevails. Take care, folks.